Thank you very much for coming. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lieutenant Vince Osorio, District 3 Commander, and I also have the privilege of commanding our Department Honor Guard. I'd like to thank you all for coming out, especially our esteemed guests, Mayor Tanaka, Councilman Medina, City Manager Lansdale, and one of my mentors and a retiree from Gardena PD, Rodney Tanaka. Thank you, gentlemen. Just as a quick review, on September 11th, 2001, 19 militants associated with the Islamic extremist group Al-Qaeda hijacked 4 airliners and carried out suicide attacks against targets in the United States. 2 of the planes were flown into the towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. A 3rd plane hit the Pentagon just outside Washington, D.C., and the 4th plane crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. Over 3,000 people died in the World Trade Center and its vicinity, including a staggering 343 firefighters and paramedics, 23 New York City police officers, and 37 Port Authority police officers who were struggling to complete an evacuation of the buildings and save the office workers trapped on higher floors. Only 6 people in the World Trade Center towers at the time of their collapse survived. Almost 10,000 others were treated for injuries, and many of those were severe. The event, often referred to as 9/11, the attacks triggered major U.S. initiatives to combat terrorism. To date, over 6,800 American military personnel have made the ultimate sacrifice during the various campaigns in the global war on terror. At this time, I'd like to introduce our esteemed guest, Mayor Tanaka.
Good morning, everyone. And as Lieutenant Osorio said, appreciate you taking the time to come out. You know, it's really important when you think about the day and age that we live in with information rapidly flowing to and from, and the tragedies that occur around this state, around the country, and around the world, almost makes people immune to some of the kind of events that are in the past would have been much more everlasting in our memories. So the fact that you've taken time to come out and remember one of the great tragedies of our country that occurred 13 years ago, not only honoring the memories of those who died on that September 11th of 2001, but also to pay tribute to the many men and women in uniform, both firefighters, police officers, and other emergency personnel, and citizens who did their very best to try to make the best out of a very tragic situation. So the fact that you're out here helping to keep this at the forefront of the thought process of the American people, so that we will continue to fight to make sure that we have the freedoms that we enjoy today. And as you look at global events, it's not going away anytime soon, and it reminds us all that right here in our own little city, we require that all of us stay ever vigilant. And so thank you for today for coming out to pay tribute to those who suffered the ultimate on 9/11 of 2001.